The office that never slept. It was late evening when Adil, a young accountant, decided to stay back in the office to finish an urgent report. The building was nearly empty, most of his colleagues had already left, and the security guard was making his usual rounds. The office was a modern glass building, but at night, the endless cubicles and dim fluorescent lights gave it a cold, unsettling atmosphere. Adil's computer screen glowed, the only source of warmth in the silence. At first, it was just small things. The sound of footsteps in the hallway. Even though he knew he was alone. The faint clatter of a keyboard from another cubicle. Though every other desk was shut down. He tried to ignore it, convincing himself that it was just the building settling or his imagination. But then he noticed something strange on the glass wall opposite him. His reflection was sitting at the desk, typing. Even when he wasn't moving his own hands. Chills ran down his spine. He looked back at his screen quickly, heart pounding. When he glanced at the glass again, the reflection had vanished. Minutes later, the office printer in the corner whirred to life. It spat out a single page, though no one had sent a command. Curious and trembling, Adil walked over and picked it up. On the page, in bold black letters, was written, "Leave now, before you stay forever." His stomach dropped. He turned to leave, but the exit door wouldn't budge. No matter how hard he pulled, it stayed locked. The lights above flickered violently, and then one by one, the cubicle monitors lit up on their own, showing distorted faces. Colleagues who had once worked there, staring blankly at him. Then came the whispering. It rose from every corner of the office. Words he couldn't fully understand, but they carried a warning, or maybe a curse. He froze when he realized the whispers were calling his name. Adil. Adil, stay with us. Out of the corner of his eye, he saw movement. A shadowy figure sat in his chair, its face identical to his own, smiling eerily. The double raised a hand and beckoned him closer. Terrified, Adil ran towards the emergency staircase. This time the door gave way, and he bolted down the dark stairs. Behind him he heard dozens of footsteps chasing him. Though when he looked back, the stairwell was empty. He finally burst out into the street, gasping for breath. The cool night air felt like freedom. But when he turned to glance back at the office building, his heart froze, because in the top floor window, he saw himself, sitting at his desk, still typing. From that night onward, Adil never returned to that office. Yet employees sometimes whispered about a figure who worked late on the top floor. A man who looked exactly like Adil, typing endlessly on a report that would never be finished. The office never let him go.